What's up, all you legends? Welcome back to part 32 of our Pokemon Unbound walkthrough. In the previous video, we checked out the Safari Zone in Polder Town, and we also won the Polder Town Gym Badge, which was really fun. It was an awesome battle. The Polder Town gym leader, Tessie, had water-type Pokemon, mostly on her team. And now we've made it to Cootes Bog, where we have to try and find our way to get to Crystal Peak. We also spoke to a scientist who said we must try and catch every Pokemon in this area. So we're making our way through. There's a couple trainers you need to battle along the way. We have picked up a few awesome items, and we're just trying to figure out where to go. So here we've just picked up another Zygarde cell. We're currently at 68%, so we're coming along. We've picked up a couple mushrooms along the way, and we're going to try and find a new area, and we've just unlocked HM Waterfall. So that also opens up a whole bunch of new areas for us to explore. We may do a little waterfall backtrack in this video. If not this, then the next. Okay, we've explored a lot of the area, and we've picked up a couple items along the way. And you do need to surf to some of these zones. Here we've made it all the way back to the beginning, and we're going to try and explore a different route this time. You do have to take a couple routes to explore everything in this bog area. But there is a little area that we haven't explored yet that I really want to. And you want to pay attention to your item finder in this area. There's a couple items that you can pick up using your item finder. And we've beaten most of the trainers in this area already. The battles were fun, nothing too challenging. Now we're going to try go to the right and south. Our item finder is going off, so we got another big mushroom. And we're going to surf down and across. And here's another item for us to pick up, TM06, which is toxic. So that's a pretty cool TM to have. And now we're going to surf down south. And I believe we're going to be at a new area once we surf across here. So here we've picked up some heavy boots, which is a hold item. And if we surf across to the right, here's a new area that we haven't explored yet. If you do hop over the ledge, we've got a max potion and you can swim across. You do want to come and explore all the grass areas here. There are some cool Pokemon. And we found a Cobra Berry using our item finder. Okay, here's a little tip. And it says the tree to the left of the sign to enter a hidden grotto. So if you come and click on this tree just up top, here is a hidden raid den, which is really cool. And it looks like there's a Toxicroak here. A Dynamax Toxicroak. You can also find Toxicroak in this area. I believe I've caught one already, but I'm going to catch this one too, in case it's stronger. And it's a level 52 Toxicroak, which is quite strong. When we beat the Polder Town gym leader, our level cap got unlocked, and now my Pokemon can reach level 61, I believe. So I am training a lot of my Pokemon up, as well as I do have a couple new Pokemon in my team, thanks to the Safari Zone. In the previous video, you did see my Rhydon, even though it didn't do too well against the Water-type gym leader. But we're gonna keep training him up, and hopefully we can evolve it into that Rhyperior that I've been waiting so eagerly to get. Okay, Toxicroak is not too tough. We've just knocked him out. We're going to quickly catch him, and hopefully we can get some cool items from this raid den. Hopefully we can get a bottle cap or rare candy. I think those are kind of the best items you can get from these raid dens. Okay, we got some berries. More berries, 2 rare candies. Okay, not complaining. We got 2 rare candies, which is pretty cool. Now, once you've defeated that raid den, there's another item for us to pick up on the left, which is a King's Rock that will help you evolve Slowpoke into Slowking, if you haven't got that already. And now we've made it to the end of the little secret bog area, and we've come across Redhead. So he wants to battle us. I think we're going to have a re-battle against Redhead, which is well overdue. And believe me, this is a tough battle. It took me a couple attempts to try and defeat him. I did have to swap some of my Pokemon out and in just for this battle alone because it was that tough. My first Pokemon I sent out was Mega Gyarados, and we've kind of almost knocked each other out at the moment. I am going to use a Hyper Potion on my Gyarados, and hopefully we can knock out Mamoswine in the next attack. Mamoswine uses Earthquake, but it's not all that effective against my Mega Gyarados. And we take out Mamoswine. The next Pokemon rival, Redhead, is going to send out is Haxorus, which is super strong. It is the final evolution of Axew, which is a Dragon-type Pokemon. Hopefully we can cause a bit of damage before my Mega Gyarados gets knocked out. We do get knocked out, but we take out about half of Haxorus's health. And I send out Rhydon, and they automatically swap out to Vaporeon, as its water attacks are effective against Rhydon. So I quickly swap out my Electivire, which will have the upper hand. With these battles, you have to be really careful with the AR because they keep swapping out. So they are at an advantage. So I'll quickly swap Rhydon back when they sent out Rotom, and then they traded out and brought Vaporeon back in. So we just can't win. There's a lot of swapping and switching of Pokemon. Luckily, Vaporeon's attack missed, and my Rhydon got an attack in. Now I'm going to swap my Slowking in so it doesn't take too much damage from Vaporeon's water attacks. But of course, they swap out and swap in Tyranitar, which is, again, a beast of a Pokemon. Larvitar's final form. My Slowking does cause a little bit of damage. I'm going to swap it out and get my Electivire back in. And Tyranitar Mega evolves. I don't want to say much, but Redhead's team is completely jacked. A lot of his Pokemon have finally reached their final evolution, and he's even got a Mega Tyranitar, which is crazy. Okay, Tyranitar knocked out my Electivire, but my Flygon luckily knocked out the Mega Tyranitar. My Flygon's speed is super fast, and he's got some strong attacks. Now I'm going to swap Rhydon back in, and they've brought out Haxorus, which is a cool battle if they don't swap out. They use a full restore on Haxorus, and my Rhydon uses Earthquake, which is quite effective, but not enough to knock it out. Haxorus does Earthquake too, but we get the upper hand as we attacked first. My Rhydon knocked out Haxorus, and they're about to send out Vaporeon, so I've got to swap out again, bring my Slowking back. So we're at an even and fair playing field. Water against water. Okay, Vaporeon's attack is not that effective against my Slowking, and as you guys know, my Slowking's defenses are through the roof. My Slowking can take a ton of damage. probably the Pokemon on my team with the highest defenses and HP. So Slowking always buys me a bit of time. And I predicted they were going to swap out Vaporeon, so I sent out my Rhydon. And my Rhydon knocked out the Rotom in one shot. That's what I needed to get the upper hand in this battle. So you may have to battle your opponent a couple times to try and learn their movements and when they're going to swap out Pokemon. You got to get one step ahead of the AI, and then you should be able to defeat them. So it does take a bit of trial and error. And now I'm going to sacrifice my Rhydon, but I'm healing my Electivire up. My Electivire should make easy work of Vaporeon, unless Vaporeon switches out. And rival Redhead uses a full restore, but I think my Plasma Fists might be able to knock it out. We don't, but we almost do. We take out 95% of Vaporeon's HP, and then we knock it out on the next attack. So it looks like this is the final Pokemon of our rival. It is Talonflame, and my Electivire's electric attack should be quite effective against the flying type and fire type Talonflame. We survive their attack and we knock it out in another shot. So that's our rival done, and my Magmortar levels up to level 60. So my Pokemon are starting to get strong, and he's just learned Fire Blast, which is a super strong fire attack. And we got some Pokemoney. So that was an awesome battle. It was super tough. Our rival has a Super Jack team, and he heals our Pokemon, so that's quite nice of him. And now he's teamed up with us. So whichever are the 3 Pokemon that are first in your team, those are the Pokemon you're going to use with Redhead. And I just want to go back to town, so you can leave Redhead and return if you need to. I do want to go back and buy a couple items from town. I don't want to continue just yet. I first want to make my way to the next town. When we were exploring this bog area, we did make it to the end, but we didn't actually leave and go to the new town. So I want to go to the new town, go to the Pokemon Center there, explore the town a bit, and then we will continue with rival Redhead. And we are in Magnolia Town, which is a brand new town for us. We're going to come and talk to everybody, explore the area a bit, and then we can continue with our rival Redhead in the next video. So let's see what everyone has to say here, see if we can get any new missions or items. And here we just got a light clay from this old man, so that's a good start. And this lady tells us about Magnolia Cafe. Apparently there's a really nice cafe in the town, and everyone's telling me how good of a deal the Moo Moo milk is. When we did enter Magnolia Town, there were some milk tank on the left, so I'm sure we can buy some Moo Moo milk from that area. Okay, I've healed my Pokemon here, so if I do die, at least I will restart at this Pokemon Center, which would be a lot more convenient. And in this house, we've got a little quiz. So that's really cool. I like these little quiz games. What was the original wing color of a shiny Charizard? So that's quite a toughie. I know the shiny Charizard is black, but what is its wing color? Isn't it red? Oh no, she said it's not red. I think it is maybe green. Let's try. We're going to enter the color green and see if it's right. And okay. Woohoo! This is correct. You go. Okay, yes, it is green, so we got that right, and our prize is a big nugget, which can be sold for a lot of money. I believe 10,000 Pokemoney, or 5,000. So that's an awesome gift, and we can go back the next day for another quiz question, I believe. So that's not that's a little handy-dandy gift. And this lady said she can give your Pokemon a massage, so I think this will help improve their happiness. So some Pokemon need happiness to evolve. Come and give them a massage, and that might help. My Eevee could only evolve into Espeon with high happiness. So you might want to bring one of your Pokemon here for a little massage. And here we've got a new mission for Vivillon, which is the butterfly Pokemon. And he wants us to capture all the different types. I believe there's 20 different types of those Vivillon butterfly Pokemon. I've only caught one, so I've got 19 more to go. And he'll give you a nice gift if you can complete that. And here with our item finder, we found a rare bone, and we picked up a Moo Moo Milk. And in this house in the top left, we're gonna talk to these people. Here you can actually buy Moo Moo Milk, which is a good deal. You can buy 1 bottle or a dozen, which is 12. So I've bought 12 Moo Moo Milks, and it's only 6,000 Pokemoney. So it looks like we've explored a lot of Magnolia Town. Let's check out the cafe. Oh, and here's a Zygarde cell hiding, so we're at 69%. And here at the cafe, let's see what all they sell. We did find an iron hiding in the bin. Let's see what all do they sell. Are you interested in blending some Pokemon juice? Okay, so you can make Pokemon juice here. Maybe mix a whole bunch of ingredients or berries. This guy gave us 4 max ethers, which is a nice gift from him. And the last lady, okay, it's like a Pokemon. She sells all the potions and Pokeballs and repels. Pretty interesting, but I think that's everything in the area. We've gone to all the houses and explored all of that. So we will be returning to Magnolia Town, but now we're going to make our way back to rival Redhead. And we will start the mission in the next video. We'll make our way into Crystal Peak. I believe that is quite a long video, quite a long section of the game. So we won't include that in this one, otherwise it's just going to be way too long. But we've made it back to Redhead. Here we can use waterfall to go up. And stay tuned for the next one, guys. It's bound to be an absolute banger. Thanks for watching.